always the prettiest game, but you guys go on the 10-0 run there at the end. What did you like defensively and just some of the sequences down the stretch?
But yeah, I mean, to your point, I think we were down 113, 106 with 3.5 to go. And you close 13-2, and Jamal gets a big block. Russ makes a big defensive play. I hope somebody's got like a snapshot of Christian Brown laying out for that loose ball before he didn't call a timeout. That's what it takes. You're right. It wasn't pretty, but to win in this league, it's not always going to be pretty, and we needed to win, especially on our home court. We were 5-4 at home going into tonight, so we knew what we were going to get with them, a team that had lost 4 in a row, and we had some really good performances tonight. Look at Nikola, 38, 10, 6, 5 steals, 1 block, and I thought he did a great job in his levels all night long, guarding pick and roll after pick and roll. So Aaron Gordon was great. Michael got it going. So good team win, and now we get ready to head on the road for a business trip.
Down the stretch, they brought Jamal into the action defensively pretty much every single time. When a guy's being attacked like that, what do you tell him? How do you, you've been through these situations obviously before, but what do you tell him, and how do you keep trusting him in that situation?
Well, I mean, take it personal. I mean, that's what I would say. Take it personal. They're calling you up for a reason, and prove to them that you're not that guy. Because in this league, the streets talk. And if you're that guy, you're going to be called up every night. So sit down, guard, and I thought Jamal had some really good possessions late in the game when they were doing that. Steph Curry is obviously a really tough cover. I thought the whole team tonight, because you don't guard him individually, with all the movement and the cutting and his relocating, the guy never stops moving. I thought we did an outstanding job of guarding a guy like Steph Curry. Some of their other guys got off, but Jamal's just got to stay with it. He didn't shoot the ball well tonight. 8 assists, only 1 turnover, and like I said, he had a huge block on Kuminga late in the game.
Coach, can you sense if the team was more connected defensively throughout the game, or what you were looking for?
Yeah, I felt that. I think our guys were about all the right things tonight. I really do. And were we perfect for 48? No, and I don't ever expect that. This is a game of mistakes. But I felt that the huddles, guys were talking, guys were supporting, guys were holding each other accountable. And I felt that we were out there, 5 guys working as one. And so tonight was a step in the right direction. We did a better job in transition, did a better job in the paint. And obviously, lots of room for improvement, but I love cleaning up and teaching after a win. It's much better than after a loss.
When you look at Nikola and look at the all-around brilliance, what was it that that kind of flipped the switch on him in the second half, where you just kind of took over from a scoring perspective, knowing that you guys needed it?
Yeah, I mean, just understanding time, score, situation, where we are. Obviously, they got it going early in that fourth quarter. They were shooting 75%, and we got that number down to around 46, 47, I believe, which is still not great. But to close 13-2, that means you're getting stops and you're executing and you're scoring. And Nikola knows when it's closing time, he's going to step up. The one thing I don't understand, I took 2 challenges tonight, won them both, and lost 2 timeouts. I don't know if somebody can explain that to me. It's the weirdest thing ever. Won a timeout in the first half, lost a timeout, then ended the game, used our last timeout on a big challenge to get a 3-point play in our favor to keep us within striking distance, but you still lose a timeout, which is a weird one. But a good win for us, and we got to get ready to go on the road and play a great team in Cleveland.
Coach, just on the closes, you've had a couple games where you guys have lost games recently on 9-0, 10-0 runs, and then tonight you finished strong. Do you notice something mentality or strategy-wise that is different tonight versus the couple games that you remember as well?
Yeah, well, again, the defense. I mean, all day long I've been talking to my team, talking to you guys pregame, after the game, about our defense. And, when you're ranked 30th in the last 5 games, there's nowhere to go but up. And I felt our guys were locked in a lot more tonight than we were. But to have that kind of a close, that means you're getting stops on the other end. And when you get stops like that, now you can get out and run and attack a defense that's not set. And like I said, just because you're not shooting the ball well, you can still do other things to help your team win. And the plays that Jamal made, that Russ made, that CB, that loose ball that he came up with, those are winning plays at the end of a close game that is hanging in the balance. So I'm proud of our guys for making all those winning plays down the stretch.
Michael, building off of that, you highlighted those two plays specifically from Westbrook and Brown late in the game on the defensive end. Is that, do you need to see more of that regularly to get that consistency that you've been talking about this team not having?
Yeah, I mean, and that's on everybody, you know. And I told our team, like, this is not me telling our players, you guys are 30th. No, I share in that. You know, I feel the first person I look at after every game is me. You know, I'm my own worst critic. You know, what could I have done better? Rotations, game plan, personnel, and but if we all look at ourselves in the mirror individually and challenge ourselves to be better, and you really care about it and you buy into that, then you'll improve. And as I told our players, you know, I've been around here for 10 years now, and we have to get back to being a team that is just out there flying around and covering for each other. And there were some good examples of that tonight, and we need that to continue to happen.
What stands out about what Aaron was able to give you in his first game back playing regular minutes in his regular role?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, knocks down 3 threes, 9 rebounds. We know our rebounding has been an issue, and we got it rebounded by 10 again tonight. But he goes out there, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. So you're getting playmaking, you're getting defense, you're getting physical rebounding, and just a presence. I mean, and obviously second half, I probably went over the minute restriction, but we needed a win, and he said he was good to go. But I played him as our backup 5 in that second half, and that's something that we all know that we're pretty comfortable in using him in that regard.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Jamal and Nicole.